And welcome, Frontstretch family, to the final ZMAX Car Store Grassroots Rundown of the year. I'm Chase Folsom, joined by the wonderful Anthony Damcott. We are on the front straightaway on the start-finish line at North Wilkesboro Speedway following the ZMAX Car Store Championship finale. It's been a great season. We had a great championship battle, but in the end, we will start with our champion, Landen Lewis, for KHI, picks up the championship over Connor Hall, driving for Junior Motorsports, two series owners teams battling for the championship, and it came down to the wire. Lewis' 7th place finish tonight was enough to capture the championship, and he's shown a lot of growth over these past 2 years. What have you seen out of Landen Lewis from beginning of 2024 to now as we sit here at the end of 2025 that helped earn him the championship season that he had this year?
I think Landen's confidence has only risen since the beginning of the season, especially helped by the fact that he won this race in the spring. Obviously, being a televised event was huge. I think he's grown a lot as a racer. I think he's learned a lot. I know you got to talk to him after the race, so you probably have a better say than I do. But I know that this season kind of felt, I don't know, natural. I don't know if that's the right word for him. Obviously, he feels at home with the KHI guys. This is, I think tonight was a culmination of a season that, I don't think anyone didn't expect, but I think it was one that was well deserved for sure.
Certainly so. And then, I talked to Kevin Harvick about, Landen Lewis the person, right? Not just Landen Lewis the race car driver. And he said, look, he's mentored Keelan, his own son, through go-kart racing now and late model racing. And something Kevin said that he's tried to teach both of them is that it's more important to be a good human being than to make race car performance. And he said that he feels like Landen has accomplished that along the way, and that is the highest accomplishment above anything else. Connor Hall, it's no secret that he's leaving Junior Motorsports. What do you think his legacy is in the car store? Because it's pretty clear he's not going to be back. He's been in 3 championship battles, hasn't won any of them, but he still leaves a legacy in late model racing. It's not like he's going away. But
sure.
He's not going to be here full time.
Yeah, Connor Hall, you want to talk about a true racer. That's who Connor Hall is. And I talked to him after the race today, and obviously, the disappointment of not winning the championship again, that obviously stings, but I think Connor Hall will go down as one of the better short trackers of at least this era of car store racers. Sure. I think he was a great successor to Carson Kvapil. I think that was one of the best choices that Junior and his team made to put in that car. Obviously, the results weren't there. Obviously, he had that win at Cordeal, which was huge, but kind of faltered in the summer months, and just a couple breaks didn't go his way. But I don't think that tarnishes his legacy at all. I think I know he's someone who is going to focus forward. He's going to be someone who will be racing for a while, even if it's not in the car store or in the late models. But I think overall, this was a great championship battle, and I asked him, I was like, what was the one race that maybe you wish you had back? And he was like, honestly, it was just a culmination of things. If the 29 had done things differently, maybe we're back, we're in the hunt, and it's not a contest on our end. So I want to, I know you've covered this sport for a while now, and you've gotten to know Connor Hall really well. Obviously you have
very often misunderstood.
Sure. He is. Yeah. He's a great guy to talk to, for sure. I think.
You look at the 3 people he's lost championships to: Carson Kvapil, Brendan Queen, and Lewis. It's not really much shame in that, right? If you're, we presume he's moving on to bigger, better things.
Sure.
But nothing to hang his head on for this season. How about the pro late models today, huh?
Yeah, man. That was. You want to talk about some hard racing,
Absolutely.
Dude. Luke Baldwin, Keelan Harvick. I can't help but get a little bit nervous. Sometimes when you have these young kids in these cars, you don't know how they're going to race each other. You don't know if it's going to be clean racing, or if they're just going to send it into turn 1 and turn 3 and hope for the best. It's what we saw today was a really classy race between the two of them, and And hats off, I know. I mean, Keelan Harvick. I mean, what more can you say about that kid?
The kid's good.
He's definitely the future, is he not?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's won every single round of the Harvick Cup against his dad, except for the one at Las Vegas last week when he wrecked, when he was ahead of Kevin. So, Keelan Harvick is the real deal, and if you guys haven't been watching him, you need to start paying attention because the kid's only 13 and he's got it.
Don't take away from Luke Baldwin either.
No, Luke Baldwin had a great day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he brought home the owners championship for Rick Ware Racing, which, I mean, shout out Rick Ware Racing. I mean, they have so many teams and so many different forms of motorsports with varying success, and now they get a Pro Late Model Owners Trophy on top of that, and then he goes out and scores his second consecutive Smart Modified trophy later on by winning the race. I know you talk to him. What he's got to be thrilled about his day.
Yeah, he said, when you get out of the car after the Pro Late Model race, he said, I've got three things on my mind. Darn, we just lost the race. Awesome, we just won an owners championship, and I got to go get them off. And so he never really got to, settle in and enjoy the success of the day until he'd earned more success, a second consecutive Smart Tour Modified championship. And I said, you're building a legacy in this series. What does that mean to you? He said, it means the world, because this series and this team that he races for has elevated his career in motorsports that was going by the wayside. I mean, he's not old by any means. He's still a kid, but the pathway was faltering. And the success in the Smart Tour has led to the opportunities like he's had with ThorSport. So hats off to Luke Baldwin, and a quick shout out to Ben Mayer as well. That's gone super under the radar, but Ben Mayer did win the Pro Late Model Championship today despite not winning a race all year long. Ran second and third a bunch. Shout out Ben Mayer, 16-year-old for Setzer Racing. Super bright future ahead of him. Very well spoken. Awesome to talk to, and he certainly has a great future ahead of him.
There was a lot of people tonight who you could say, I could see him, in a stock car in the Xfinity Series. With
a lot of people very complimentary of him.
Yeah, and Ben Mayer is one of them. Obviously, he had those truck starts with Youngs on the road courses. Obviously, you can only do so much with limited equipment, but he's already gotten those reps at just 16. His future is bright, as is like I said. I mean, Landen Lewis, Connor Hall, all these people tonight. One of those people as well is Caden Quapple. Caden Quapple, hello, he won the race tonight.
Absolutely.
Against, listen, the battle between him and Landon S. Huffman,
S. Huffman.
Yes, there's a difference.
There is a difference.
There is a difference. Don't ever think these guys don't want it, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was some race.
It's incredible knowing that they weren't racing for a championship and they still drove their asses off. Not sure if I can say that, but they did.
I mean, it's true though.
Awesome, right? NASCAR takedowns.
It's true. I mean,
awesome.
those two. And like, obviously, you say what you want about the final turn. Obviously, Caden said he didn't
do what you have to.
Right. I mean, both of them are going for their first win. I don't want to say that Landon would do the same thing, but I think,
most people would.
Yeah, I mean, it's your first late model stock win in the Cars Tour. I mean, I can't fault Caden for doing that, especially, we don't know, like, his plans for sure next year, so, this was a big win. A big win for
Look,
him.
there's a sign behind us that says the legend lives on about this racetrack that was dead for 2.5 decades. When you come here and you have a chance to ride that elevator that sat dormant for 23, 24, 25 years, whatever it was, it moves you, right? And it leads you to moving other people.
Yep.
So it's a different animal when you have it. It's like Martinsville. The late model guy has a chance to win here. This is hallowed grounds, not just in short track racing, in motorsports. The fact that this track sat dormant for so long and it has now become so important to late model stock car racing, I'm not saying it becomes more acceptable.
Sure.
But maybe more expected, right? Like if you're Landon S. Huffman, you let him get to your door, you probably know what's coming. And you take a look back at the Martinsville finish. Landon Pembleton knew what was coming from Lee.
Yep.
He adjusted for it, and he won the race. I'm not blaming Landon tonight Huffman tonight for losing the race per se, but also not going to blame Caden Quapple for what he did. I mean,
no.
By the way, this is a guy that told me 2.5 years ago he wasn't a late model stock car guy. And was just going to stick to supers. So
hey, but guess what?
I'd say that worked out pretty well being a late model stock car guy tonight.
Listen, guess what? He's now a late model stock winner in North Wilkesboro, just like his brother.
Just like his brother did. And I will say, my closing thought on tonight is 3 years ago, in August of 2022, his brother went to Victory Lane here, and it started something special for his career. That win propelled him to a Car Store Championship, to a second Car Store Championship, to a Valley Star 300 to full-time in the NASCAR Xfinity Series with Bass Pro Shops backing for Junior Motorsports. If he doesn't win here, that does not happen. I'm not saying the same will happen for Caden Quapple, but there's no better way to start.
Exactly. Oh, 100%. And I think, once again, you know, added to the list of names that we're going to be hearing for a long time, be it in NASCAR, be it here in the car store. I think it's going to be, you know, Caden Quapple's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future of the sport.
Certainly so.
Yeah, so that's going to do it for us. But before we head out for the night, Chuck, I understand you have a very special announcement to make.
Yes. A couple years ago, we started covering the Cars Tour with Frontstretch. We later created the Frontstretch Grassroots channel. For a while, it was just me reporting at every Cars Tour race, and then great co-workers like Michael Massey and Anthony Damcott here, and Luke and Glover and Trenton Worsham, and I'm forgetting many, but many others have joined us at the racetrack.
Had a blast too.
To cover this sport, and it's meant the world to me to build this platform. But I guess my announcement is this is my last one for Frontstretch. So I kept it to myself because I wanted to enjoy it. This series and this publication, website, company, whatever you want to call it, gave me a foot in the door to a sport that I've always wanted to work in. And I'm proud to say that I helped make my own way and make the way for many others to take in one of the great, pure, true aspects of motorsports that we still have. And I'm grateful for everybody that's helped out, like you and our great editor, Aaron Bearden, Tom Bowles, who okayed the idea a couple years ago, even though he thought I was crazy. And it's grown a lot. You guys have followed along and watched along and appreciated all the content we've gotten, from Andrew Grady calling Landon Huffman a trash panda, and Landon Huffman telling him he's got 40 late model stock wins and a couple championships he could suck on. That guy over there behind us, Connor Hall, and all the great moments he's given us, and all the questions of the week and the funny redneck fry moments. And would you be an Air Force pilot? Shout out Michael Massey for that one.
Yep.
And every other funny question we've asked. It's been a blast. And shout out Seth Dolby for holding the camera. And I just want to say thank you to all of those of you who followed along through this journey of mine and ours. I don't know, honestly, if Frontstretch will continue to cover the Cars Tour in this capacity without me. I hope that they do, because it's the greatest racing series on the planet. But if they don't, I hope you guys have enjoyed the ride. And I thank you all for being here from, let's see, what was the first one? Tri-County Speedway in 2023 for the old North State Nationals, when Landon Huffman picked up the $30,000 check, to right here tonight when Landen Lewis picked up his first ZMAX Cars Tour Championship at North Wilkesboro Speedway. It's been a blast from start to finish. For Anthony Damcott, I am and always will be Chase Folsom. Good night from North Wilkesboro. Hey race fans, I'm Chase Folsom with Frontstretch.com. If you enjoyed the short track video you just watched, please be sure to subscribe to Frontstretch Grassroots on YouTube for more Cars Tour, ARCA, and other grassroots racing content. And as always, be sure to check out Frontstretch.com for all your racing needs.